Hello everyone, welcome to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you come here, I am a Pilates instructor and I am a dancer as well. I try to give like Pilates flows and Pilates classes once a week, let's say. And every time we try to focus on either a full body session or strengthening and stretching exercises to make sure that we feel stronger and more energized throughout the days. So whenever you're ready, today we're gonna start with a cross legs position with a super long spine, relaxed shoulders, hands resting on the knees, maybe closing down the eyes. We start to breathe in through the nostrils here, feeling that ribcage expansion, and breathing out through the mouth. I want you to feel the ribs coming in and down. So we breathe in three-dimensionally into the front, the side, and the back of the ribs. And we exhale through pursed lips. One more breath in and out. Beautiful. And on the next time you breathe in, can you look down to the floor? On the next exhale, can you start to blink the eyes open? And we're going to start to stretch the arms to the ceiling, inhaling. Exhale, release the arms, and we look down. And breathing in, we lengthen the arms. We stretch the spine, and we look up. Exhaling, ribcage in, arms down, chin down. Inhale, lengthen, stretch, feel the space. One more, breathing out, let it go. And inhale, lengthen away. Beautiful. Start to bring the arms back and down. We draw some circles, exhaling and inhaling, we reach forward and up. Exhale back and down, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale back, breathe and lengthen. Two more. Exhale back, breathe and up. Beautiful. Last one, exhaling and inhale. Lovely, guys. Bring the arms back and down. Bring the hands on top of the knees. And from here, we start to round the spine. And then we just kind of lengthen and arch. So tuck the tailbone, round the lower back, the middle back, let the chest move down, chin to chest, and then tailbone starts the movement, lengthen through the spine. Chest opens, shoulders drop, chin moves up. So we round the spine, exhaling, we lengthen, inhaling. And we do this a few more times. I'm just gonna turn around so you can actually see my movement into the back. So starting from the tailbone, middle back, rounding through the upper back, the head is just following that movement into the spine. And it's like a cat and cow from seated, and we just do this one more time. Breathing out when you scoop the belly and you let the chin come to the chest. Inhale when you lengthen up. Now from here, we start to actively bring the feet in the same line of the hips. We start to find a seated position. And breathing out, we start to tuck the tailbone around the spine halfway. The arms can stay by the side of the thighs or they come off the legs. We're going to lengthen and come back to seated. Exhale, we round back and we move behind, clipping the ribs down to the hips. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we lengthen. And it's entirely up to you if you want to go a little bit farther back, inch by inch. So starting to kind of feel that you are moving kind of into a roll down through the spine. And the roll up through the spine. Just for two more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Beautiful. We're going to bring the right hand and the left hand to the ground when you round the spine next. And from here, we're going to just bring the arms up, exhaling, facing, palms of the hands facing each other. So fingertips tapping and palms of the hands lifting. For 4, breath in and out. 3 more times, breathing in. Really try to keep everything still. So we're still rounding the back. We're still breathing. We're still keeping the knees up to the ceiling and hip distance. Just give me one more. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands forward. We're going to bring the elbows under the shoulders. And from here, we're just onto our forearms. Start to bring the legs into a tabletop position. Really important, we try to not round the spine. Can you see my tailbone is actually tacking? I want you to keep the neutral pelvis so there is a long spine and there is no sinking down. There is just resisting the floor. We're going to move into our right toes tap and then left. So one leg is tapping the front edge of the mat and the other leg is in tabletop, so 90 degrees angle. We exhale, exhale. Remember your Pilates breathing. As we did at the beginning, we're breathing out through pursed lips. And we try to keep the ribs down towards the hips. Just for 8, 7, 6. You can absolutely do this from lying down on the back. If you feel that this is too much, this is too intense, or if your lower back starts to activate. We go for last 2, right side, left side, hold it still. We're going to flex the feet. We're going to press the heels together, knees to a turn out position, and then back to parallel. So we have an external rotation from the hips, and then we close in. Exhale, externally rotating, inhaling parallel. 4 more. Inhale, parallel. Think about resisting the floor. Press through the elbows. Press through the heel bones. We just go for 2 more. So it's like a diamond shape from the knees and the hips and the toes. Give me a last one. Exhale. And from here, we just finish lengthening the legs out, pointing the toes, and we just take little crisscrosses on top. So we point the toes. We try to keep the natural turn out through the legs. Maybe you stay here. If you want a little bit more, you're going to start to move down and then back up. So exhaling to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale, inhale. 4 more, inhale. 3, inhale. 2, inhale. Last one, exhale. Last one, to lift. Flex. Bend the knees, parallel leg, feet on the ground. Very well done, everyone. Let's round the spine, release, and bring the head on the floor. Roll the shoulders back and down. Start to feel that you have a natural spine here, so we don't have an excessive arch and we're not compressing. It's just a little bit of a pocket of air under the lower back. The arms are reaching to the front edge of the mat, spreading through the fingertips, rolling the shoulders back and down, but keeping the ribs in so we don't pop the rib cage to the ceiling. We start to breathe in through the nose. Exhale, we start to squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. We move into our shoulder bridges, activating the glutes. And inhaling, we make our way down nice and slowly. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Breathe and lower. Exhale for 6. Inhale, lower. Give me 5 more, keeping those knees in the same line of the toes and really feeling that you're articulating your spine. So from the tailbone to the lower back, to the middle back, to the upper back. And then we reverse the journey down. Remember what we did from seated at the beginning, where we're rounding and arching the spine, yeah? But we were always starting from the tailbone. And this is exactly the same. Tailbone initiates the movement on the way up. And then from the middle of the chest, we articulate the spine. Tailbone is going to end the movement. Just for 1 more, everyone. And then we start to take little pulses at the top. So we're going to start to move the hips up, exhaling. Your arms are still pressing the floor down. And we start to just give little pulses with the hips, up an inch, down an inch. Your glutes are extra squeezing at the top. Your pelvic floor is activating and uplifting towards the ribs. So try to engage every time there is that little pulse, activate. Just for 4. For 3, pulse up, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to roll the spine from here. We're going to change the position of those legs. I'm going to ask you to bring the feet together and to drop the knees away from each other. So we have the soles of the feet that are pressing each other and the knees relaxed. Same thing, just different position. Inhale, prop. Exhale, press the feet down, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, articulate the spine. So we are opening through the front of the hip, your hip flexors. Inhale, make your way down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Inhale and roll. And this is a little bit of a different feeling if you notice. So of course, before we're still working the glutes, yes. But on this one, you can feel that there is a little bit more of an activation into the middle fascia of the glutes, all the way down into the back of the thighs. So of course, you're really squeezing while you lift, you're releasing when you lower, but you can feel that those legs work slightly differently compared to before, where the movement was likely more onto the outside of the legs and the glutes. Now it's more into the middle of the glutes. Just give me 4 here, and then we start to pulse again at the top whenever you're ready. After the next 3, breathe and lower. 2 more times. Think about articulating and peeling every single bone, one after the other. And give me last one to lift, keeping the feet pressing in and down and the knees dropping to the side. We're going to hold at the top, everyone. We're going to take those micro squeezes, micro pulses, up an inch, down an inch. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. I'm going to ask you to press the knees together and ground the soles of the feet in. So from here, we will keep the ankle joints together. Can you open the knees a little bit less than before? So probably towards the 2 corners of the mat. Squeeze the knees in. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Keep the feet still this time. The soles of the feet are on the ground. The inside of the feet are touching each other. And there is that little squeeze, and you can squeeze a little bit more. So if you imagine a piece of paper in between the knees, that piece of paper is safe, is not falling on the ground. Give me 4. Keep squeezing through the glutes. For 3. Ooh, I can feel the inside of the legs. For 2. Exhale. Give me last one. Squeeze and hold. Can you hold everything still now? Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes, hold. We're going to lift the heels and press. Heels up, exhale, press. Heels up, exhale, press. 4 more. Exhale. 3. And I keep the ribs down, and I keep squeezing through the glutes for 2. And knees together for 1. Hold it at the top for 5, still for 4, squeeze in for 3, squeeze the glutes for 2, and 1, release. Beautiful job, guys. Squeeze these knees to the chest and take a rock side to side. Really great job. I hope you felt these legs as much as I did. Drop side to side, take a little rock, bring the feet down and shake the legs whenever you're ready. We're going to drop the knees towards one side of the mat, and we're going to prep ourselves onto our forearms. Today is to finish this legs workout. We're going to press through the left elbow, left hand, right hand is on top of your right hip. We're going to take an inhale here. So I'm going to ask you to just press the toes together. So try to bring the bottom foot on the floor so you can tuck the toes and lift the heels. And now we just press the heels. Remember the diamond shape we did before? We're going to just keep the same diamond shape now. Hips and feet are in the same line. Press to the left shoulder so we're not sinking down. Take an inhale to prep, and we're going to just move that right knee halfway down and then back up. Inhale halfway, exhale, squeeze the glutes and press to the ceiling. We go for 6. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, breath in and out, in, out, in, out. One more. Keep that left arm strong. Beautiful. We're going to move that knee up to the ceiling, and from here we're going to start to lengthen and kick that right leg. Return. Pulse halfway. Open, exhale, kick, inhale, foot halfway. Exhale, open, kick, inhale, halfway. For 4. Kick and return. The toes are always likely up to the ceiling, because if I'm true to my turn out starting from the hip, it means that my thigh bone, my kneecap and my toes should all be slightly towards the ceiling. Yeah, we just go for 2 more, everyone. Exhale, give me last one. Inhale. From here we're going to extend that right leg. We're going to point the toes. I'm going to draw little circles. And now this is a bit of a challenging one, because you don't want to rock everything into the upper body. You want to keep absolutely everything still. You want to press through the left toes, press through the left knee, keep the left hip in the same line of the right one. Keep pressing through the shoulder. Keep the chest opening towards the direction you're facing. We go for 4, 3, 2, we reverse direction. Here we go. 8 more circles. Really little. Imagine you're stirring a cup of coffee and the spoon is in between your big toe and the second toe of the foot. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot, point, flex, point. Keep that natural turn out so the toes will be up to the ceiling, but we don't drop this right hip back. And you notice the difference? Right hip is stuck on top of the left one. Give me 4, 3, nice, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Feet together, knees, bring yourself up, take a mermaid stretch, reach up and over for a breath. Inhale, exhale, second side. I'm going to just turn around and we're going to reset onto the right elbow. So toes on the floor, heels together, right knee down. We're going to open. And from here, we just start halfway. Exhale, turn fully out. And I'm actively squeezing that left glute. I'm kind of wrapping around and I want to work through a spiral of the leg. We try to keep everything supported by the powerhouse so your core is active. We go for 5, 4, exhale, 3, then we add that leg extension, 2 more, keep pressing the right shoulder down. Last one, beautiful. Now we go halfway and we press, exhale, extend that left leg, return. Halfway, we open, kick and return. Halfway with the knee, open, extend, return. 6 and kick. 5 more, exhale and kick. For 4, exhale, kick. 3 to go, keeping everything still, ready to go into those little circles, just in one rep. Inhale. Exhale. Well done, everyone. Now give me halfway that knee. Extend, point the toes. We go circling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it still. Flex. Point. Everything is just nice and in place. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And here we go. 5 more. 4. And breathe for 3. Exhale. 2. Last one. Flex the foot. Return. Knees together. Press yourself into your mermaid stretch. And move up and over. Great job, everyone. Taking in high. And a long exhale. Very, very well done. We're going to move the arms towards the front of the mat. We're going to bring the knees underneath the hips. Let's just take a child pose. Take an inhale. Relax the forehead on the floor or on a pillow. Take an inhale here and exhale. Start to round your spine. Start to bring your hands under the shoulders. We're going to start to lengthen the legs back to a plank position or front support in Pilates. I'm just going to walk a little bit further forwards. And from here, we try to squeeze through the glutes. We're going to lengthen the left foot up and we tap the toes down. Exhale, inhale, tap. Exhale, inhale, tap. Exhale, inhale, tap. We swap, other way, breathe out, inhale. And the hips are always in the same line of the shoulders. We don't move from the hips. We just move from an imaginary string that is lifting the heel bone up and down, so off the ground and on the floor. 2 more. Exhale, last one. Return to your plank position, squeeze through the glutes, we hold it. For 5, squeeze the glutes. For 4, make sure your hips are not sinking and arching through the spine, yeah? 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Return the knees on the floor and find your child pose once more. Well done, everyone. Take a well-deserved breather. Forehead relaxing, arms stretching, lots of breath. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Big breath in. Big breath out. Give me one more here. Breath in and out. We're going to unroll the spine from here. Almost there. Bring the right foot outside the right hand. And from here, we just tuck the back foot, lift the back knee. We're going to just make sure that the feet are not too far away from each other. But from here, we start to move up to a lunge position. The lunge is pretty low. So if you find yourself too high, maybe try to bend your front knee a little bit more. Now, we're going to squeeze the glutes. We're going to bend the back knee without touching the floor, but we go really close to it. And then we extend from there. So bend, exhale, extend. Breath in and out. It's really strong, the front leg, but it's really strong, the back leg as well. Those hips are pointing straight forwards. We go for 6 here, lengthening through the knee, through the thigh, just for 2, just for 1. Can you hold it? Can you stay still here? Breath in. Out, hands coming back to the floor. Take an inhale, re-bend the back knee and bring everything back to a hands and knees position. Second side, step the left foot, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. From this position, maybe walk the toes an inch further in and start to bring yourself back to standing. Really low. Tap and stretch. So we kind of keep the same position. So if you notice, I'm not going up and down. It's not a bounce. I'm keeping everything still. I'm trying to stay at the same level with the hips, at the same level with the body. So it's my right knee and my right toes that needs to do all the work to just really strengthen the back leg. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale, hands down to the floor. Great job, everyone. Back knee down, untuck the toes and feet back to hands and knees. And this is time to stretch. Great job. Round the spine, head just dropping. Take a moment into an angry cat. Inhale, exhale. Arch the spine, shine the chest. Look to the ceiling. Take a big breath in and out. Beautiful. We're going to keep the hips here. We just lengthen one arm to the front edge of the mat, while the other elbow can just come down to the floor. Feeling a nice stretch into the back of the shoulders. Letting the belly drop and the spine slightly arch. Reset back up and lengthen the other arm instead. Stretch away, away, away. Keep breathing into that left shoulder and into that left arm. And breathing out. Come back to center. Cross the legs and come to seat here. Start to bring your left leg long and your right foot inside the left thigh. Flex your toes. Reach your arms, breath in, lengthen. And exhale, just reach forward and down towards your long leg. Make sure you're squaring your hips. Take a big breath in here and out. We just let go. We stretch through the legs. We open through the hips. Take a long inhale. Unroll, breathing out. Start to bring your feet together and extend the other leg from here. So we can just take the second side in the same way, reaching up and over and relaxing the head last. Looking towards the belly button. Taking inhale again. Make sure you're flexing the right foot. You're squaring through your hips. You're relaxing through your spine. Big breaths. One more. And whenever you're ready, unroll the spine and recollect back to seated. Take an inhale through the nostrils, reach your arms up. And exhale through the mouth. Let go those arms down. One more. Inhale, take the space, lengthen. Exhaling, shoulders down, arms floating, head floating up. Last one, it's for yourself. Guys, breathe in. And out. In your own time, refine the long spine and those hands resting on the knees. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this very quick Pilates flow today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to just like and comment this video. I'm going to see you in the next workout. And of course, thank you so much for sharing with me your time, your energy, and your commitment. See you next time.